Okay, another Barvember math challenge today. A shop sells tablets with either 7-inch or 9-inch screens. In September, the shop sold 528 tablets in total. In October, the shop sold 27 fewer 9-inch tablets and 60% more 7-inch tablets. And in October, the shop sold 726 tablets in total. And the question we are asked is how many 9-inch tablets did the shop sell in September? Now, it's funny, I've just had a look on Twitter to see how other people responded because I've, did mine on some paper here. And everyone else that's responded has done something different to the way that I have drawn it, but I still prefer what I have drawn. And also, obviously, my answer will serve as an alternative answer. I might do a video of what everybody else thought as well, but we'll go with my initial thought first. Okay. So where I am going to start is here, because this is a total. I don't need that yet. And what I'm going to do is draw two bars, one for the 7-inch and one for the 9-inch. And I'll start here. So in October, the shop sold 27 fewer 9-inch tablets. Okay, so I'm going to draw a bar for the 9-inch first. And I'm just going to draw it. This is just going to be a random size. I don't know how big it is relative to anything else. So this is the 9-inch tablet bar, and I'm going to do a lump there for the 27. Okay, and we will label that. So, okay, we know that this whole thing is what was sold in September. And here is October. Okay, so that's that bit of information. Let's just check. So we know that 27 fewer 9-inch tablets were sold in October. So I think that reflects that bit of information adequately. Okay, and then we have the next bit of information here that in October, 60% more 7-inch tablets were sold. So I'm going to do a bar for the 7-inch, and I am going to do that. In fact, what I'm going to do is do it down here. So I give myself a little more room. Okay, and I'm going to do this like this. This size of this one has got nothing to do with the size of this one. I've chosen to do it 5 bars long because it means I can do 60% here, but actually it doesn't really matter the way that I'm doing it. It matters more in the way that everyone else has done it, but there we go. Right, so that's the 60%, and again I'm going to label this. So this time there were fewer sold in September, and this is October. Okay, so right, so that's that bit of information taken care of. Okay, we also have the two totals here, and we know that that's going to be important. The difference is going to be important, isn't it? So let's do that. We've got October, and that is 726. Subtract the sales for September, which is 528, and that gives us 198. Now, that doesn't help us just yet because, we can't because of the way I've drawn it, also we've got two time frames going on here. But what the reason the difference doesn't help us yet is because we've got two changes. We've got a change, there's an absolute change here of 27, and then here we have this 60% reduction, increase in sales here, this 60% of this amount. We don't know what this is, so we can't work this out. But we do have this absolute value here, and let's say if we hadn't had this drop of sales of 27 in October, if that value had remained the same, then we could isolate the change. The difference would have been totally due to this change here, the 60% change. And the way that we can then isolate that is to add this 27 back in. So if we do 198 and we add the 27, okay, then that is going to give us 225. Okay, that would be the same if we obviously added the 27 into here and then subtracted that. That's the same thing. Okay, so that's 225. And because we've now isolated this difference, we now know that this 60% here is 225. And when we know that this is 225, well, we know then we can work this out because this is 60% of that value. Okay, so 225, if we divide that by 6, we get 37.5. So that means that this must be 375. Okay, so, and this is, remember, this is the value for September. So September equals 375. Fantastic. And let's go and have a look. What are we asked? We're asked how many 9-inch tablets. Okay, so that's 9-inch tablets did the shop sell in September? Well, we do have the September total, don't we? That's the September total. And we have how many 7-inch tablets were sold in September. So we've got the September total, okay, which is 528. And we can take away the 375, which is the 7-inch total, okay, and that gives us 153. So that must be the total amount sold in September. Okay, so that's my answer. And that's how I got it. I said I might do another video for the other method, but this one is what came to me in, and I actually still looking at the other method, I still prefer this one. And really that's what bar models are all about. They are individual to the person drawing them, and they have to make sense to the person drawing them. And that's actually one of the reasons I do these videos, because looking at other people's bar models can be really difficult to follow if you the other person, especially if the other person knew the answer before they started, but they are not always so easy to follow. It's much easier when you do them yourself. And the other thing I like to do, I'm not using any computer graphics to do these models, because I prefer to do it as if you were using a pen and paper in an exercise book, or doing a challenge in a test or something like that, because you won't have a computer model to help you there. So that's why I'm going to stick with my very, very terrible drawing capabilities here. All right, so again, the answer is 153, and I hope that helps.